Hi. So today's question is something that comes up quite often, and that is if you have a vacant house for whatever reason, maybe you had to move out, you bought another home, maybe life circumstances are such that it's something that you need to sell and it is empty. What do you do? Is it better to sell it empty or should you be staging it? Hi, my name is Sveta from homestagingstepbystep.com, and it's a topic that I think I've addressed before, but I'll do it again. So I've been a professional home stager for 13 years, and I've dealt with hundreds of people in different types of situations, including vacant homes. And there's absolutely no doubt, let this not be a secret, that staging a vacant home makes a whole big, huge difference. So let me give you some reasons why, and I actually wrote a full article which you can read. The link to the article is in the description, so I'm going to go very quickly here, but just to make you realize how important it actually is. Of course, people like to buy homes, not houses. So when an empty house looks empty, that's exactly what it looks like. It looks empty, it looks cold, it doesn't look inviting. And so people have a hard time relating to it and it doesn't make them feel like it could be a home. Of course, another reason is a competition, because if you look around in your area, sorry, I'm just adjusting my article so I don't forget my points here. If you're looking in the area and you see beautiful homes that are nicely staged, that nicely furnished, and yours is not, all people are seeing is actually just empty rooms, and that does not look attractive at all. So you have to think about what your competition in the area is, how your house competes with that. Of course, another interesting statistics is that most people are not able to visualize spaces at all. And if you look at yourself or people in your family, you'll probably realize how true it is. So when people cannot visualize, then they don't know what's going on and they cannot relate to it. They don't know if their bed is going to fit, if their couches is going to fit. Hi, Misa. I actually saw you there. And so they're not able to see the spaces for what they are. And that's another very important reason to put at least some pieces of furniture there to help them visualize. And another important thing is when the house is empty, all people see are the negatives because they have nothing else to look at. So they're looking at the cracks in the walls, or they're looking at the defects on the floor, or if something is crooked or the paint is not perfect, and that's all they see. So by putting up some furniture, maybe some area rugs, some artwork, it's not you're trying to hide it, but definitely it attracts attention more on the positives of the house and less so on the negatives. And one other thing is think about the photos, and I kind of mentioned it a little bit before, but if you take photos of empty rooms, no matter how good the photographer is, it's very, very difficult to take really good pictures of empty rooms, and there's nothing to focus on, so all the rooms look the same and you don't even know if it's a bedroom or a living room. But by placing strategically some pieces of furniture and some accessories in there, right away people can relate and they say, oh, this is a nice big bedroom, or wow, look at this nice living room, we have the same type couch, it's gonna fit in here. And it's been proven fact that it actually increases the value of the house by staging it nicely, by making it look good. People have a completely different reaction to it. And a case in point is that I'm selling my own house that we fully renovated with my husband. So obviously we don't live there and it is empty. So I staged it, and everybody who comes, they all comment on, how beautiful, what a beautiful design it is, how beautiful the furniture is, and how big the rooms are. And they're not really that big. But because I placed the furniture strategically and people can see, for example, that the dining room table has enough space for 6 chairs, or that I have a couch and chairs, and they go, oh, this is really nice. This is how I would like to set up my living room as well. So right away, the feeling for them is completely different. They go into a bedroom, they see that, okay, I have a queen size bed, but even if they want to put a king size bed, they go, oh, okay, well, there's enough room here to put a king size bed. So they can relate, they can see, and of course it draws a lot of people in because the pictures are so beautiful. And it will accelerate your selling process. So when a house is empty, people think there is a problem and they don't really relate to it again. And so, it can take you a while before you get your offer. But of course, you want to sell it at the best possible price, but you also want to sell it fast, because obviously when the house is sitting empty, it's a problem, because you might be paying interest, mortgage, insurance, heating, all these extra bills that are piling up. And what are the solutions? Okay, so yes, I am for the absolutely 100% you should be staging the house. There's a lot of other things that you should do, and I do mention all of them. I give you a checklist, which is free. It's downloadable. You can go onto my article. As I mentioned before, the link is in the description, and from there you can download the checklist and you'll see all the different suggestions I make. I even give you, some photos as inspiration there as well. But one thing that I want to mention is, what do you do? Like, what are the solutions? There's a couple of solutions, and, depending on your budget, your time, whether you can actually do it yourself or not, there are plenty of home staging professional companies out there, and you can contact them and they'll take the whole project in charge. So yes, it's going to be a little costly. Hopefully you won't need it for very long, maybe a month or two, but you have to evaluate that option, and you can deal with professional home staging companies. You can also try to do it yourself, and it's not that complicated, and it's something that I can help you with. But you can either leave some furniture behind if you can. You can maybe borrow some stuff from your friends and family. And if nothing else, then you can also sometimes purchase things that are secondhand, and it doesn't need to be full. So that's something that is, I always mention, don't necessarily think that you have to fill up the whole house with the whole furniture. Maybe just a few key rooms, such as the entrance, your living room, dining room, and one bedroom. And that would be enough to give people an idea of what the house could look like. So I'm not going to go in all the details here and how to actually implement the strategies, but there are, several strategies that we can discuss, and how we can do this without it being such a large expense for you. So if it's something that you're interested in, you should definitely read the article. You get a lot more information on my website, and I definitely recommend that you give it a think and maybe call around and compare the different options for staging your vacant home. It will make a huge difference if you actually stage it, and it will help you sell it. So this is Sveta from Home Staging Step by Step, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.